Welcome to the Musar video blog. So here we are, a few weeks away from Rosh Hashanah. 4 weeks from tomorrow night is Yom Kippur. So I had a few thoughts, practical thoughts, based on the way things happen in the world. And you know, businesses, it's a very common thing at the end of the year. They have a end of year report. And in the end of year report, they go through what we did this past year, what transpired, what worked, what didn't work, etc. And if it's an internal document, then it's even more critical and says why this worked, why this didn't, what do we suggest for the coming year. So I thought, hey, why not use the same thing for the spiritual world? Here we are, Rosh Hashanah is right around the corner. We want to do things different this year, so why not, for ourselves, sit down, give a little time, maybe a half an hour, and decide, hey, let's make an end of the year report about me. Pick a few ideas. How did I do this year? Did I improve on that? What worked? What didn't work? Let's make an evaluation. And let's make suggestions for the future. It could go a long way. It could help us a lot. Another thought, related to the first, similar idea, is that it's a very common thing that people have their yearly physical. We want to make sure everything's working the way it should. So how about having a yearly spiritual? Yeah, let's take a look at what's happening in our inner world. How are my midos? Am I being humble? Am I being lazy? Am I getting angry? Patient, etc. The whole checklist of midos. Let's check it out. Let's, so to speak, go to the spiritual doctor. If we have someone who can do it for us, who we trust, who knows us, who has a sense of what this is about, fantastic. If we don't, let's do it for ourselves. It could go a long way. It could help us a lot in our evaluation and recognition of where we're at right now, and give us a sense of what we can do about becoming the person we want to become. It'll help us assess our values, our goals, and set a plan. That's my suggestion. Take a look at what happens out in the world that we live in, the physical world. Let's take some of those practical things, end of year report, annual physical, and let's move it over into the Musar world. Let's take an end of year report on my midos. Let's take a spiritual on how I'm doing. Hopefully it'll go a long way. See you next week.